It was somebody told me not to mention mermaids. It's
Don't
dumb.
mention mermaids?
I saw a mermaid.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
In Seychelles, Africa.
You saw an actual mermaid?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a swimming person.
Really?
Yeah. And
Oh, okay. Let's get into it. Hello, my CCs, also known my creepy creatures. Welcome to my YouTube video. And as you can see, I look like I'm at work right now because I am. I was editing this video and for some reason my intro deleted. Isn't that weird? So now I gotta redo my intro. Welcome to my YouTube channel, my creepy creatures. This is my new reaction channel. I go by Jazzy For Real, also Jazzy Reaction, also known as Jazzy For Real, which is my Instagram _Jazzy For Real, and you can get the realest reactions out of me, okay? So, as you can see, I'm switching my videos from hair videos into creepy conspiracy, haunted people, places, and things, you know? So if you're into that type of stuff, please like and subscribe so that way you can see more videos that I will be dropping soon. I meant to drop last week, but it was a whole thing with the storm, the power went out, all yada, 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 yada. Anyways, I'm done talking your head off. Thank you for clicking and watching for this long. Let's tune in into this YouTube video. As you can see, I'm trying to put in the grind for y'all, okay? I'm trying to put in the grind for y'all. I've been editing while I'm at work, and I realized my intro deleted. That's already a red flag. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Let's tune in this video. Yeah.
You know, the rich and powerful don't only eat children, they also consume mermaids. The story went pretty viral, I think it was last year, beginning of last year. But the story goes, a fisherman down in the LA area was commissioned to hunt rare and exotic fish. Now, he had done this a few times, and after a while he earned the trust of people around him, so they invited him to a special dinner party. At this dinner party is where he saw a lot of people sitting around a huge table, and in the middle of this table was one of those silver trays, you know, you take the big old lid off. He said it was about the size of a shark, give or take, but underneath the lid, they lifted up. His brain sort of short-circuited for a second because he couldn't comprehend the fact that he's looking at a mermaid. It's a half person, half fish on this tray, and people start digging into it like it's a sushi boat. Later on in the evening, he didn't partake, by the way. One of the people had taken him back into one of the back rooms, and the walls are just lined with fish tanks. Huge fish inside these tanks. And he's looking at him, and he's just like, oh my gosh, they're rare exotic fish, mind you. But then a few of these fish tanks had what he can only describe as people, but like weird fish people inside the fish tanks. And he can only explain it as mermaids. These are mermaids inside these fish tanks. Now, he had to sign a non-disclosure agreement and all this good stuff. Last year, this story sort of seeped into the ether. Now, whether or not it's true is going to be up to you to figure out, but all this stuff coming out about the elite, I tend to believe it. This is sort of a basic summary of the story that I did. If you want to see the rest of it, head on over to my YouTube channel. One of my YouTube videos, I have the original video where I go through everything. It's intense. You know, the rich and powerful don't...
Look at that, y'all. What do y'all think? I believe it. I really do. I believe it because they just, I feel like rich people be bored and they just be trying to try anything, you know? Like they just try to eat anything. Just like, what's that show? What is that show? What the people had the triangle and the square and the circle mask? Squid Games. Yeah. Like they just be bored and they just be trying to put people and put things in weird situations. And I just feel like if they're eating mummies and that came out and had the Epstein Island, they're trying to eat children, I believe that they are trying to eat mermaids. Who's to say they're probably like, oh, what if it tastes like fish? What if it tastes like shark? You know? Well, we're going to watch another video of this guy, I guess, explaining how certain, fishermen go on the dark web and how they get these type of things. Next video. Grab your snacks because this one is juicy, I tell you. Juicy. Okay? So, let's get into it.
And he knows for a fact that billionaires actually eat real mermaids. Check this out, y'all.
No, there's certain videos circulating around on TikTok talking about elites eating mermaids, and I just want to make this very clear, okay? Mermaids do in fact exist. First of all, you have to understand that certain elites, let's just say, aren't like us underneath their, let's just say costume. But aside from that, you have the balls and confidence and a team that just so happens to have some soundproof equipment. As dumb as that may sound, you can actually hunt them in some areas of the ocean. The only reason that you don't know about shit like this is because you don't explore areas of the internet outside of just Googling shit, okay? There's certain groups on Telegram, especially on the dark web, and I'm so serious right now, with fishermen that come from certain coastlines, and this can range anywhere from California all the way to Australia. They're literally all over the world. And they'll talk about not only catching them, but post their weight, their size, their length, their colored hair. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into this. They even post pictures. They even post them on TikTok, but people don't believe that they're real most of the time. And announce out in the open, sometimes announcing that they're actually hunted down by the FBI, CIA, whatever it may be, that they deliver them to people that have a shit ton of fucking money. There's actually some hot spots in the United States. For example, if you go to the very end of Virginia Beach around 3 to 4 a.m., which I still hear stories on a monthly basis of people being taken out into the ocean by them. But
This guy.
So, what do you think, you guys? Like, I feel like he's telling the truth because they do be. Excuse my dog. Excuse my dog. Cooper! Excuse my dogs. Let me show you Cooper for a second. This is currently one of my dogs. Say hi, Cooper. Now he doesn't want to say anything. Anyways, so I believe that this is real. Do you think so, Cooper? Smacks. Okay, so yeah, Cooper says that he thinks it's real, and yeah, people really be going on the dark web and they be trying new things and buying weird things. So I feel like that's real, you know? Sorry if you can hear my other dog. He's whining right now because he heard someone come in the house. But on to the next video. Anything, Cooper? He said, girl, put me down. All right. This next one is a juicy one, okay, y'all? Let's get into it.
Kenya on the coast. I go talk to the local fisherman. I said, mermaid's real. He said, of course. But we can't tell them that. We won't get no tourism dollars. But at nighttime, you are not allowed to go to the water's edge. And all across the coast, everybody got electric fences, and you can't go outside at a certain time. Did you see the guy on Joe Rogan's podcast when he said that we went to Seychelles Islands?
Yeah, what he said?
He saw the merman?
Yeah.
All of the pirate maps from the 1500s to 1810 had areas where they said sirens existed, beware. The guy from the Fugees, Wyclef, you see what he said?
What he say?
He said he dated the mermaid.
I gotta go look in that down. You gonna have me up all night again, bro?
Oh yeah, I do that. Bro, whatever people call me about, I go investigate wherever it is on the world. And I've been to places where they don't smile and talk about mermaids, bro. They don't smile about it. They don't laugh about it.
Dangerous.
Yeah, so everything that we take here is like folklore. Out the country is real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The man said, "Look, you're a big guy. Mermaid bigger. Don't go to the water's edge." I'm like, say less. Hold the grave. I ain't going over there.
Fuck that.
Mermaids is real, bro.
Speaking of the ocean,
I was in Mombasa, Kenya on the coast.
Okay, you guys, I don't know if it recorded my audio in the last part because I had muted my audio. So, yeah, but if it didn't, I just wanted to say that I find it interesting that they, like, he said that the man said that, yeah, we can't tell the people that there are mermaids here unless nobody would come. And it's just like, that's crazy. Because that also reminds me of when, the government said that aliens weren't real for many, many years. And now, years later, they're like, hey, you remember what we said? Yeah, even though y'all kind of already know mermaids, I mean, not mermaids, aliens are real. So, I mean, if you guys want to have a video about aliens, I don't mind talking about that. I would gladly make a video about that and about celebrity conspiracy theories. Any other conspiracy theories, let me know and then I will react on that. But I just wanted to re-record that last part because I don't know if it record my voice in that last clip. But anyways, on to the next clip. This man is saying a story time, a true story time that he had in Seychelles, Africa. I don't know how to really pronounce it, but in Africa, of when he was younger, and he's seen a mermaid. So let's tune in.
I don't know. Ask Will Sylvans. It was somebody told me not to mention mermaids. It's
Don't
dumb.
mention mermaids?
I saw a mermaid.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
In Seychelles, Africa.
You saw an actual mermaid?
That's what it was. It was a swimming person.
Really?
Yeah. And
How long ago was this?
I don't know. Ask Will Sylvans. It was
You think there's like a small population of mermaids that are out there?
But anyway, me and this little French boy, and they said don't swim in the lagoon after dark. Everybody's up at the bar, and so everybody's gonna go down. Everybody's kind of racing now. So me and him go down. Me and him get in the water. From a distance, you see something coming like a fucking missile, but it's going it's coming fast, and we both kind of stop.
His commentary is so funny.
Turns and it jumps out of the water. And it's maybe at least 10, 12 feet long, man. And it do like this, and it look at both of us and go, whoo. The water was only about this deep. Didn't make a splash or nothing. And then and me and him turned the fuck around. We running, and everybody's coming down there laughing, got their drinks in their hand. We're like, no, fuck that. And the little boy in French, and his mom is apologizing to me, saying he has a very vivid imagination. He said, no, bitch, listen. We saw a fish man, and it wasn't like a mermaid. Didn't look feminine at all.
Like a man.
A fucking man.
Really?
A fucking dude who said, get the fuck out the pool. Basically, he was like, do you know Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
did it look
didn't
like
go,
a
hey,
fish
get out
person?
the water.
Did it look like a fish person or did it look like a human being?
Came out.
Did it have
this.
scales?
It was kind of dark.
Dark like a dolphin?
No, but he had, the back of him was fish. The back of him was fish. His head was humanoid, eyes about so big. Then, if you Google it, the lagoons of Seychelles.
Okay.
And I ain't the first person to see some shit.
Really?
In them waters. And the guy who does the horseback riding, you can ride horses. And he said, how old are you? And I told him, he says, you're from America, right? I'm like, yeah. He says, so at this age, pretty much if you see a turtle and I tell you that's not a turtle, he says, you know it's a turtle. You're at the age, you know what you saw.
Right.
He says, people pay a lot of money at this resort. He says, it's maybe not a good idea to go around going, I saw a mermaid. And he goes, he's saying how long his family has been fishing in these waters. He says, and he's heard some things. He says, I've heard some things like what you say. He says, I've never seen what you say you saw, but it's not the first time I heard that. And I said, thank you. Somebody told.
What do y'all think? To be honest, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I believe him because this is my thing, right? With my fellow black chocolate Americans or black people in general. We're not finna lie if we see something. No shade to anybody else. All I'm saying is when us black or foreigners, when we see something, we're gonna say it. Okay? And we're not gonna lie. We don't got no reason to lie about that. Okay? So I believe it because like our reactions is like we be reacting. Especially how we tell the story Like how he told the story, like the little commentary and stuff. You know, we not lying. We're not going to just come up with something like that. So I believe him. But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. On to the next video. That's all I'm gonna say.
What do you think? I think he was disappeared going up the river.
He'd made this journey many times before.
I was waiting for him. I spent one day, next day, nobody. They found the boat now, somewhere down the river.
Inside the boat was an eerie reminder of her husband.
The pants was well folded and his fishing line, everything was ready.
Everything except a body. But the cast-off clothes tell me that whatever took him didn't pull him from his boat. It waited until he was in the water before it struck. His grieving widow has no doubt about what did it.
I believe that water mama has took him away. One of them mermaids then carried here.
What does the water mama look like?
They are people. And they have like a fish tail, like, and they have long hair.
I believe this is a mermaid just by looking at it and whatever has happened. The screams are terrifying.
This was shown in my last video. Yeah, so that last clip was actually shown in my last video of the reaction of mermaids and sirens. Um, but yeah, that was a documentary. I actually seen that guy's documentary before, in the past, of him going to like different countries and people say like they saw, I guess, mystical creatures or anything like that. So it is a good show. I think you guys should watch it. But I mean, like I said, foreigners, my fellow foreigners, and African Americans or Africans or Black people in general, we're not going to lie about something like that. And then when you think about it, people back in the day, like back in history, they has been seeing it for years. I believe they even had like drawings, I believe. If I can look it up and find it, I'll put it in the video of hieroglyphics of mermaids. And they also had hieroglyphics of alien like UFOs on the walls too. So it makes you think like if people back then drew on the wall of what they seen, it gotta be real. It might be real, allegedly, but it just makes you think more, you know? So let's just get into maybe one or two more videos so it won't be super long of a video. But if you guys like these story times of mermaids or want to see more about reactions of any other thing, let's get into it. Comment down below, let me know. Okay, so this next video is about a lady in Zimbabwe. She had seen mermaids and she also been like taken and brought back. And what is interesting about that is I actually saw a video years ago, well, not years ago, maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, of it was someone in Africa. I don't know if it was the lady or if it was a man that was allegedly taken by mermaids for years, and he randomly came on shore. And they said that when they be brought back by mermaids, as you will see in this video, they won't be able to like talk or be able to hear, like, or their sighting is bad. It'll always be something. But sometimes they will give them some sort of powers. So I found a video kind of similar to that. I wanted to find the actual video of in Africa where they had all the news people all recording this person that came from the water that was gone for years. And everybody was trying to interview her or him, but they said he or she couldn't speak for a long period of time. So let's just get into a story time that's similar to that. And hopefully I'll find that video soon. But let's dive in.
Y'all wanted to hear more about the mermaid stories in Zimbabwe? So let's talk about it. So rumor has it there was a woman that spent over 40 years with mermaids and she was brought back. And I know some of y'all are like, what? That don't even make sense. But in a lot of these Caribbean and African countries, stuff like this is not that crazy, y'all. In a lot of the Zimbabwean mythology, mermaids appear as aquatic creatures with the upper body of a female human and the lower body of a big fish, right? And like most worldwide mermaid tales, they're known to lure women and men with their, soothing and beautiful music. But here's the thing, in some legends, when they take people, they'll have them down there for decades before bringing them back, if they choose to bring them back. And it was a woman that literally spent over 40 years with them. She was snatched by one in the year of 1982 at the age of 8 years old, y'all. And the story gets weirder. She looks like she's in her 20s, y'all. Like she literally looked like she's a teenager. And if you are brought back to the surface from their underwater world, you will come back as a traditional healer. Some even say if you come back, you might come back mute, but you will have some type of power that they gave you. And like I said, most people, especially people in Zimbabwe, believe that if you come back, you become a traditional healer. And the lady that was kidnapped while she was 8 years old, her family did all type of offerings and ceremonies. I'm talking about often to try to bring her back and try to, make different deals with these mermaids. And she finally was brought back after 40 years. And like I said, the local said she did not age much. And a neighbor said she only eats specific meals. And some people say that she came back unable to talk, like she was mute. Now, some of the cases when people come back mute, they can, begin to talk again. But sometimes it just takes them a while, or sometimes they might never be able to talk again. Some say the lady that went missing, like she'll mysteriously disappear throughout the day. And she can travel vast distances without a car. But some people say that she can eat regular food and that she can talk. So those are just rumors as well. But there's just been a lot that went on with this case. But she most definitely was taken by these creatures and was brought back. And people say that whenever a person is kidnapped by these creatures, or if they think that their child or family member has been snatched up by one, you're not supposed to grieve, you're not supposed to mourn, and you're not supposed to cry. And I know that's easier said than done, but you're just not supposed to. If you don't do that stuff and you keep trying to make amends with them and you keep doing these ceremonies and offerings, they will bring them back and they might grant them with riches. And like I said, they might become a very known traditional healer. But this was a true story. Some of y'all might have heard about it. Some of y'all might haven't. It took me a lot to find a little bit of information on it, but you can look it up and there's actually videos on YouTube of people talking about it. There's also another lady on here that talks about the mermaids in Zimbabwe as well, so y'all can go check out her videos. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, or if y'all ever heard this story or something similar, because I would love to hear more. Y'all wanted to...
Okay, you guys. What do y'all think about that? I really want to hear what y'all thoughts are in the comments, because this is it's just crazy. Tune into the next video. I might probably add one more story time, but that one is kind of long, so I'm trying to see if I want to add that one. It's allegedly of this lady. Well, it's this older woman. She said that she went to church and this woman came to her church and announced that she was a mermaid. And everybody at the church was scared and they didn't want to go back to the church and everything. And the mermaid said she was, I guess, sent there, to confess that she was a mermaid. Because everybody thought she was going to get a microphone and say, oh, hey, yes, I want to get blessed for this or this and that. No, she literally got on a microphone and said, I'm a mermaid, you guys. It's like, no, she didn't say it like that. But yeah, you know, we're just gonna see about that video. I might try to speed it up a little bit on certain parts so it's not too long and drawn out. So yeah, but that'll probably be the last video of today.
Hi guys, welcome
Let's dive
back
in.
to our spiritual
Look at them, they're so
time.
cute.
You guys really love this series, and why not bring it on our joint channel again?
Again and again.
And again and again.
Again, this story is like
This
8
happened
minutes
in our
long, so
church
I
in
might
Nigeria. Let's
speed
get
it
into
up
it, Mom.
a little.
Yeah, this lady became a member of the church that year through a friend. And since she became a member, I noticed that anytime she's coming into the vigil night prayer, she always arrives around 2:30 a.m. into 3. Vigil is the prayer that you do from 12 a.m. till 6 a.m., like overnight prayer.
Yes.
Because the book of Psalm 74 verse 20 confirmed it, is that honor the covenant that the dark places of the world is inhabited by evil people.
Yes.
So these people move around in the night, the evil people. So we want to be in the presence of the Lord praying against them. This was like it was before you were born. You were born 2000. I would say like 5 years before you were born. That's around 1995. But this lady would just come into the church at exact 2 a.m. going into 3 a.m. when the church is almost rounding up. But the moment she gets in, she will cause a kind of, I don't know, the atmosphere would be registered as something is inside. You know, when somebody comes into a place
And their presence is
is felt. Like, I feel it, maybe because I'm spiritual, and she will come with all confidence, and she's so beautiful.
She was
Her
really
skin,
beautiful.
oh my God, was glowing. And in the night, if you look at her, it will be like you are looking at a beauty paragon, like a paragon of beauty. So she will come in and, paragon of beauty.
Period. I've never heard that before.
Check your dictionary. So after that, she will just sit and the service will go on like that. But I started noticing that what kind of a person is this? So one day, we were in the course of a prayer, and she just got up, got this a microphone that she wanted. People are coming for testimony, and she held the microphone. Everybody was expecting her to give a testimony, and the moment she held it, she said, "I am from the sea."
What?
And I'm married to the king of the sea.
What?
And I have babies in the sea.
What?
I am very rich in the sea. What? In my domain underneath the sea, I have gold. Everybody was like, are we watching a movie?
Like,
Wait, for real.
She just got up. Like, did anything happen before? Were you doing deliverance? What happened?
Nothing about deliverance. It's like the time of Thanksgiving.
She lined up to tell her own testimony.
That is it.
And when she came to the front of the church, that's what she said.
That was what she said. We were expecting her to say, "Oh, I thank God for my life." She just said, "I am from the sea." What? She was married to the king of the sea, and she's the queen of the sea. I was like, and she said she has billions of money, a lot of money, and she has a lot of children, babies in the sea.
What does she mean? What does she mean?
Everybody was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "I am a fish."
What?
From the sea. Some people were just moving out of the church at that point. Nobody could stand. They were just walking away. And then, what is this? And she held.
People running away.
They were scared. How can somebody be saying that in the physical life? This is not a movie. This is not a Nigerian Nollywood movie. And from that day, some people stopped coming to the church. They were scared. They don't want to believe to that kind of, association, society, or whatever. She just held the phone and put it down. And she said, "Thank you." And she went to sit down.
So she just came to announce
herself who she is, who she was in the church. And I believe that it was a spirit that went into her. So that's the Holy Spirit that wanted to bring her out of bondage. It made her come out and confess. You know, there's some ways that people will confess even without you praying on them. When they get to an atmosphere that is full of fire, like power. The church was the presence of the church.
God really
dwells. Yeah, she came and she had to be exposed because she's been coming. I think it got to a stage.
How many services did she? I
think to be specific, I would say like about the 4th or the 5th time, because I said I always notice her coming in late night. So after she said that, she went to sit down, and in the morning, time we lived at the missionary house behind the church. So in the morning, I just woke up after the breakfast. I just said, let me just have a walk around the church compound. I did not even know that she didn't go to her house. What? So at the moment I woke, she slept. She couldn't leave the church premises. So when I was walking around in the morning,
is this the day after, or is it the day
after? The day she confessed. You know, it was a night into the morning. Yeah. So that we expected that she would have left when the service ended, and she would have gone back. But she was there. I did not know. So I woke up in the morning because it was my practice to pray around the church on a daily basis. When I wake up, go around and praise the Lord. So when I was going around praying, a prayer walk, I just heard her say, "Hello, Malaika." I said, "Malaika? Who is Malaika?" And I looked, and I believe that she has left the church out of shame, embarrassment. Little did I know that she stayed overnight in the church. So she called me, and I was so scared. And the Holy Spirit said, "Don't be scared.
Wow.
You are strong. You are equipped. You need to deliver her.
Wow.
And I stopped. And she said, can I have a word with you?
Oh.
And I said, okay. And I gave her a distance. A very strong distance. And she said to me that whenever she wants to come to the church in the night, she always see her husband at the entrance of the church. I said, which church? What? She said, this church. I said, which husband? She said, a spiritual husband from the sea. I said, you see him standing in our church? He said, no, he can't get into the church. He can't get into your church. He stays outside at the gate. I said, what? She said, he comes there and shows her the picture of the children that they have together.
Wait,
and he will tell her that, do you want to leave these children only to my care? You want to go away? Please consider these children that we have together. But she will ignore him and run into the church.
Mom, but can I say something?
I said, you see your spiritual husband
in
physical life. She said, he appears in the dark. I said, can we see him? He said, no, it's only her that can see him.
So is he spiritual? He's not a real person?
He's a real person to her. He's a husband to her. And he will appear to her as a husband. But if you are not spiritually inclined, if you don't have the spiritual eye, you won't know that he's standing. You see that some people, sometimes you see some people talking. And you think that they are just talking to themselves. They are not talking to themselves. They're actually talking to the spirit that they see, that you cannot see.
Oh my God.
So she was talking to her husband. She said he will tell her that don't go in there because you are going to lose him and his children, and they will be crying. Meaning that the place that she enters, our church is so powerfully with the spiritual strength and prayer ceaselessly. So the place is a burning fire. So the husband knows that the more she goes into our church, she will confess. And the moment she confesses, the covenant will break.
So, Mom, I know there's a lot of FAQs right now. There's a lot of questions people want to ask.
Continue, I'm ready.
So I'm going to ask them because I need to understand.
This has to go in
but
series,
I know, yeah.
So don't walk away.
So don't walk away. We're going to do part 1, part 2, part 3.
Even up to part 10.
Stay tuned for the next video. We are going to talk about how she met this husband, where she got a husband in the sea, what does it mean to have a husband in the sea, what is a spiritual husband, why can she see him and we can't, how did she get in this position? All of these questions are going to be answered in the next video, so stay tuned.
What do y'all think, you guys? Like, I think that's crazy. Like, how she was like, the lady went into the church and basically freaked everybody out and said that, you know, she was kind of sent here or something in a way. I don't know what you think, Cooper. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, like, that was crazy. That was really crazy. But thank you guys for this video. I'm still progressing my reaction channel. And I meant to upload last week a part 2 of the Mermaid series, but like it was storming all week and then the power went out at one time and it was a lot going on. So that's why I'm trying to upload at least one video per week so that way you guys have something to look forward to as my new CCs, my creepy creatures, right? Creepy creature. Yeah. So, but, you know, we will tune in. Cooper said he will tune in. He just looks very tired. Oh, but that's all for this video. Thank you so much if you clicked on this video and watched this long. I really appreciate it down to the bottom of my heart, and I hope you're on this journey with me as I try to pop out more reaction channels, from switching from hair videos to a reaction channel. And like I said, we're going to talk about all conspiracy type of stuff, mythical creatures, and anything that comes to mind. You know, let me know. Just let me know, you know, and comment down below. I just thank you guys for even watching this long. Anything you guys say, Cooper? He said, bye, have a nice day. And I'm tired and I'm ready to eat and lay down. Bye, creepy creatures. Bye, you guys.